So it looks like Chamber is getting nerfed in the upcoming patch, and it's being tested on the PBE servers of Valorant. So they're beta testing it right now. Should Chamber be nerfed? Yes, he should. He's overpowered, and that's coming from a Chamber main myself, you know, being an Immortal 3. He is definitely overpowered. But I want to go ahead and take a look at the specific changes Riot are doing to Chamber, and we're going to go ahead and read it right here. So as you can see, trademark charges are reduced from 2 to 1. That's being tested right now, and I don't really like that direction of reducing it to one single trap. Like, I understand they think like, hey, he has his teleport, Chamber has his teleports, and he can play around his traps, and he can also help the rest of his team, and like, you know, not have him with him too, and it gives him both options and a lot of flexibility. But at the same time, it kind of takes away of his identity as a sentinel if they reduce his traps to a single one, right? Like, Cypher has 2 trips, he has his camera, he has his cages. Even though Killjoy only has 1 alarm bot, she has a turret, right, which can go ahead and scout additional area too, right? So I think reducing it to 1 is a bit too harsh. I think maybe reducing the range of like the trap detection would be very nice, so people can, like, you know, play around it a little bit more, and increasing the trademark's audio volume, which is one of the changes they're doing as well, definitely is the right step to, you know, take, right? Because if you can hear the alarm bot, you can hear the Cypher traps, right? You can go ahead and figure out if you want to like updraft, try to crouch under them, or like smoke the turret, for instance, on Killjoy. Same, like, you can smoke the Chamber trips and go around them if like it's more noticeable. Right now, you kind of just have to guess with Jet since it's very, very low volume. So I do agree with that change, and let's go ahead and look at the other change, which is trademark cost increase from 150 to 200. So his traps increase in price by 50. That is actually a very good change in my opinion, because again, having 2 traps on your pistol round, if you go 5 bullets and 2 traps, I think is a bit absurd, right? Because you can have a lot of information on the first round of like defense, first round of attack, and still have your deagle, right? Your Chamber deagle. So I think it's very, very important that that change does go through. But I think these 2 changes enough is a good starting point, and then adding that detection circle like nerf as well would be a very good direction to go. I don't think that this change right here, the 2 to 1, I think that's a bit too harsh, and he really loses his identity as a sentinel. So that's my opinions as a Chamber main. Another thing they could do too is nerf the duration of his trademark, right? So of his traps, right? I'm sure you guys have played against it, and that slow field lasts way too long. They need to nerf that by at least 40%, and I think that would be very, very like a very good change, especially like when, you know, when he's opping, right? You get a kill on the op, and then whoever's near the person who dies, if they're like jump peeking and you get that kill, they are screwed, right? Because they're just stuck in the middle of the slow field, and then you know, the scope speed on the op is so fast on Chamber's op, and then they get at least in high level play, it's really easy to get multi kills after multi kills with that slow field. So those are the changes I would have suggested Riot to make, and I think those would be a really good suggestion, and I hope they go in that direction. But if you guys do agree with these changes right here and you don't think they are too harsh, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I'd like to go ahead and see your guys' thoughts.